That's what I think. Well, not me. Thank you very much.
Just wait for Yeah,
Of course. Next week. Wait, next Saturday, yeah, right, yeah. No, I didn't. You and Mary went together. Yeah. So they're going to. Yes. If we can get Jerry out of the house, that would be impressive. Oh, I'm with Jerry. You're with Jerry? Yeah. Okay, good.
Huddled down in our basement for 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
And loved it.
Oh, and you were doing your crafty thing.
What am I doing?
Thank you.
Sing along. They're all songs that people know, I think.
And we're doing a couple songs that we had done last Tuesday at the nursing home.
Very fun, yeah.
So,
For the King holiday,
The reason that they're all together was their little tiny.
Amazing Grace, and we show what we call them.
Oh, my gosh.
So you guys really kind of sing along with us.
Oh, my gosh, really?
I mean, so far we don't have any, but.
I was gonna ask you, we could see a few more.
Yes, it is for the first service, yeah. And then I think the deacons are taught. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
they still say,
To get the
Well,
notices in, right? But, I mean, son, but,
yeah.
I can see it sort of made
That was,
sense.
we gotta get that.
I sort of think we should, yeah. Last one, I was running lights.
So anyway, let's get started. Should we go?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure she does.
No,
Through me.
enough left over here. Yeah. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
Oh, whenever.
That's interesting. Miss Betsy.
I wonder if Cody has to be up there right now. Oh, Cody's there, okay. Okay, friends, good morning. Bryce Hamilton from the Forum Committee. And I'm sure we have a lot of people online today because of the weather, but we're going to have a good time here anyway. I do have to say, though, I feel badly. We were going to have another presenter, Scott Beaumont, was going to be working with Tom. They've practiced quite some time or some amount to put something together, but there was an email came in this morning at 4:15 from Scott saying he was in a deep grieving process as his best friend is on his deathbed. And obviously, we honor that, and we can understand that he is in no mood to sing. So I called Tom, and Tom said, well, by chance, maybe wife Jean would come with me, which she does oftentimes when they go anyway. So both Tom and Scott and Jean and others, I'm so moved in that they, in retirement, are making use of their talents and skills to make the world a better place. And so we're thinking of Scott, but at the same time, we're thinking of ourselves today. And I want to welcome Tom Fabel and Jean, and let's give them a little hand. The stage is yours.
Our daughter just arrived, you can come sit.
We got two of our daughters here, and so, yeah, this is a program that we put together in the last 15 minutes. Scott was, of course, the professional singer at nursing homes. He has done it for a living, and he's got a wonderful voice. He's got a program, and he had also done some research about the value of singing in nursing homes and for elderly people. He even done some research on it and had a great presentation prepared for you. I was asked by Scott to join along with him, kind of show that you don't need much talent to do this. Gene and I regard our part of a little group we call the Merry Minstrels. We have been performing at Lake Johanna, or Johanna Shores Nursing Home. I've been doing it for about 15 years now. And 3 or 4 of our friends sing with us. We sing twice a month. Couple programs, one for the people in skilled care and one's for people in memory care. And we put together programs. I've been, for the last 10 years, I've been in charge of kind of putting together the programs which tend to correspond to a holiday of some sort, if there is a holiday. Otherwise, we have just other programs that we put together. We get together and we sing in this nursing home. And we're very amateur, but the same benefits that Scott sees by being very talented, we see also without the same degree of talent. We see people responding who sometimes don't respond to much at all. Sometimes they remember the music, they'll sing along with us, and it seems to be in the form of a ministry that we perform. And I use that word ministry in part because I first got into this and then brought Gene along and others through my affiliation with a friend by the name of Dick Carlson. Dick was a man that I had known as a boy in high school way back in the early 1960s as a youth leader at the YMCA, and he went on to become a teacher. Then he became a Lutheran minister. And so in 2009, when Gene's mother was dying at Langton Place nursing home near Johanna Shores, I was over there doing with my mother-in-law, Una Heuser, what I'd done with my own mother when she died, which was sitting with her and playing my harmonica with tunes, with hymns primarily. And Dick came in, and it turns out, coincidentally, Dick's mother was a very good friend of my mother-in-law. And Dick was there with his guitar. He had retired from his Lutheran ministry, but he had started a program at Langton Place where he'd come in once a week, a couple times a month, and do what he called the Meadowlark Cafe. Sit out in the hall, 7 or 8 or 9 people would come out there, and Dick would sing along with them. When Dick said, well, Tom, why don't you join me, you on the harmonica, and I'll be the guitar, and we can do this together. So Dick and I started doing that back in 2009. And over the years, some other people joined us, including the longtime chaplain at Augsburg College, a dear friend by the name of David Wold. And David and Dick were both very accomplished guitarists. I'm not, as you will soon learn. But we sang with them. Well, Dick retired, in about 2014 from our group. David Wold very sadly died quite suddenly 6 years ago, but there are still 6 of us that carry on this work at Johanna Shores, and they appreciate it, and we appreciate them. Now, this is the first time we've ever been zoomed out into the world, although during the COVID, for a 2-year period there, people weren't permitted to get together with folks in the nursing homes, so we sat in their fellowship hall, 5 of us, sometimes 6 of us, sang to an completely empty room on closed-circuit television. And we think some of the people in the nursing home were listening to us. We didn't know for sure, but I think it was almost 2 years that we were doing that, and now we've been able to get together with them again. But I said we always see the same groups week after week, and they come to know us, and we come to know them. So it's been I think a worthwhile exercise that we go through. We always begin our program with the same couple songs. Let's sing "Hello Everybody." We always, because they learn these songs. We always just open our programs with this. We introduce ourselves. I say, "We're the Merry Minstrels. I'm Tom.
I'm Jean.
Then we have, I'm Eric. I'm Kathy. I'm with the other. We got a few. Then we do this.
We're going to be at the Plymouth Cafe, are we?
Oh, the Plymouth Cafe. There you go. Okay. Hello, everybody. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello, everybody. How do you do? It's good to have you here. We've come today to sing with you. sing with you, to sing with you. Come today to sing with you, sing some songs with you. Then we say, that's why we're here to sing with you. Should we give them the
With you is the,
should we give them the do Lord too?
oh, I thought,
No?
okay.
Okay, then we go on and then we do this. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. We are here to praise the Lord. We're gathered here today at the Plymouth Cafe. We're gathered here today at the Plymouth Cafe. Gathered here today at the Plymouth Cafe to listen and sing some songs. The friends who we meet will be tapping their feet. The friends who we meet will be tapping their feet. The friends who we meet will be tapping their feet at the Plymouth Cafe. So join in the song, it will carry you along. So join in the song, it will carry you along. So join in the song, it will carry you along at the Plymouth Cafe. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Thanks for listening to our song. Thanks for listening to our song. Well, that's how we always start out. And I say we try to have programs that have something to do with whatever time it is. I put together the program and I send out an email to all of our singers sometime before, and we don't practice. We just kind of get together and have the music and we sing. Our last performance was last Tuesday, and we had a series of songs having to do with the holiday tomorrow, the King holiday. So I think you'll know several of these, but the first one we sang was "We Shall Overcome," and you folks probably can join in with that without any difficulty. Do that, please. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we'll walk hand in hand someday. How about we shall all be free? We shall all be free. We shall all be free. We shall all be free someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall all be free someday. How about we are not worried? We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid anymore. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we are not afraid anymore. Well, that's a pretty familiar song. Then the next one that we sang, and I got to tell you that we're accustomed to audiences with about half the people falling asleep like that.
So take a nap if you're interested.
They're very easy audiences that we perform. And one of the groups that we always sing with are the memory care people. We could sing the same song every week. but
They're a great audience, and they sing along and they know the songs.
the memory care people are terrific. Over there, they've just come out of playing bingo when we get them, and they're still handing out their prizes for their bingo games. But they're physically quite good, They remember us. We've had some folks in the memory care thing for 3 or 4 years now. In the skilled care section, there's a regular turnover, as you might imagine. But anyhow, so let's try Amazing Grace. I was going to do this on my harmonica. Scott had asked me to do a couple things on my harmonica, but we can do some of that later if you care. But if we,
Well, you don't have the right harmonica.
I don't have that
this
right one
key.
for that. Well, we can pull it out. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. This is a wonderful song. This, you may be familiar with this song. It was written by the captain of a slave ship, an English captain of a slave ship back in the 18th century, 17th century, might have been the 18th century, who was in that business for some period of time. Then had a come to Jesus moment, evidently, when he realized the horrors that he had been involved in, and threw himself on the ground and sought forgiveness, and felt as though through grace he had received forgiveness for the horrible, horrible sin of being a slave ship captain. And he created this beautiful song, which is frequently performed in civil rights kinds of programs. I was told it was one of Dr. King's very favorite songs. There's a woman who, I heard a program on radio recently, there was a certain woman who would call him up and sing this to him when he was having a bad day. And another thing about this song, we remember that horrible incident about 10 years ago when a number of blacks were killed in a Baptist church in South Carolina, I believe it was, and there was really a funeral that was published throughout there, but broadcast throughout the country. Barack Obama, unscripted, sang this song at that service and had everybody in tears. It was kind of
Then it was sung at Jimmy Carter's funeral service, that beautiful woman's voice, woman.
yeah, that's right. So this is Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear. And grace my fears relieved. And grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace appeared. The hour I first believed. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, bright shining as the sun. We've no less things to sing God's praise than when we first begun. That's a wonderful
Boy, you
song.
knew that song very well. Excellent.
You know, a number of these songs were, especially when the next one we're going to do is Jacob's Ladder. And I remember during that terrific program that Ken Burns did a number of years ago on the Civil War. Remember that? Through the course of that program, he wove the tune for A Shogun's Farewell. That was a song that was actually written as a farewell to a camp up in New York, but Burns wove it into the Civil War program, which was a fabulous program, in a very haunting manner. So I'll give you a little version of A Shogun's Farewell, and then we'll sing Jacob's Ladder, which was one of the songs that was included in that program with the slaves singing Jacob's Ladder. wasn't very good. Yeah, that's for Mr. Few of those.
You get the idea.
That's the kind of stuff I used to do for my mother-in-law. No wonder she died. But now we do We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder, and you all know this. You can say, oh, we are climbing Jacob's Ladder. Then we'll do every rung goes higher, higher. And then we'll do our ones that we use for the King holiday. Do you really want your freedom? Keep on climbing, we will make it. Okay? Let's see, where do we start? We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Soldiers of the cross. Every rung goes higher. Every rung goes higher, higher. Every rung goes higher, higher. Every rung goes higher, higher. Soldiers of the cross. Do you really want your freedom? Do you really want your freedom? Do you really want your freedom? Soldiers of the cross. Keep on climbing, we will make it. 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 Soldiers of the cross. We are climbing higher, higher. 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 Soldiers of the cross.
Skip this one.
We'll skip John Brown's body, okay. We go down Moses. How about, oh, Mary, don't you weep?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. One of our psalm friends that sings with us is a black man who I've known from high school, and we are in lots of theater together. His name is Eric Wood, and he comes up with some of this music for us, and he's a pretty good singer. He's a great actor, and we have a lot of fun together. So anyhow, I think Eric came up with a few of these for us. This one is, "Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn," and it kind of refers to the escape of the Jews from the Egyptians. Is the general theme of the song. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. In these days that one won't fly, this whole world's gonna reel and rock. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. God told Moses what to do, lead the Hebrew children through. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. God gave Noah the rainbow sign, Noah wanted a fire next time. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Mary wore 3 links of chain, every link was freedom's name. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep. Very moment I thought I was lost, dungeon shook and the chains fell off. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh Mary, don't you weep.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. Oh, we got more family coming
More
here.
family. We're gonna need the family to boost the audience.
This is a little bit like the Sunday after, Gene and I and our whole family for many, many years were members of Olivet Congregational Church in St. Paul, a little church which is on its very last legs these days. 3 Sundays out of 4, we are now at Plymouth. On our 4th Sunday, we still go back to our church in St. Paul. Well, on the Sunday after Christmas, they asked me to put on some sort of a program there, so we reenacted something which he had done in prior years, which was a series of monologues by a theologian by the name of Frederick Buechner. It's a wonderful series of monologues. One monologue is by the innkeeper, one is by the shepherd, and one is by the wise man. I've done this wise man monologue a number of times, and they're really wonderful pieces. But when we went there to do this the Sunday after Easter, there were 20 members of Olivet Church were there and 12 members of our family. so it's kind of the same here. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Dag and Soren back there and Jessica. So this is nice. We appreciate family support together.
Soren must have chosen to stay in the library.
Gene, what do you think about the conversations we have with the people at the nursing home?
Oh, while we're singing sometimes, or after we're done singing, or when we're coming in, we talk to the people, of course, and we've gotten to know their names, and they say how much they appreciate our coming, and we always kind of laugh about that, but they really are very appreciative, and they sing along, and it really makes our day when we have a chance to communicate with them and talk with them and see them singing along, and it's wonderful. We in spite of the fact that I get after him all the time for not being on the right beat or something like that, and when we do our music, we forget about that.
Yeah, well, and it's fun. I always tell my friends, if you ever see Fabel up in front singing to you, you're in trouble because you're in a nursing home. You don't want to be there. but it is good that we can do that. Okay, now how about we sing, let us break bread together. Let us break together bread on our knees. Pardon me? Oh, freedom. Okay, that's right. I got Oh Freedom back here. Okay, this is Oh Freedom. This is another good song for the King holiday. Oh Freedom. And this has a refrain that I'm sure you can all pick up on. The refrain is, and before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. So every verse has that, a couple lines, and then, and before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. So join us for that. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more mourning, no more mourning, no more mourning over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more crying, no more crying.
See, this is what we get into.
No more crying, no more crying, no more crying over me. Now you. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Now they'll be singing. There'll be singing, there'll be singing, there'll be singing over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me.
voices sing, that's too hard.
Oh, yeah, boy,
We sang it in church though recently, right? Yeah.
Oh, it's a very, very, very difficult song. How it became the Black National Anthem, I don't know. It's got wonderful words to it.
They can sing it.
Pardon? But no, it's beyond.
Beyond our capabilities.
We kind of let Eric do this as a
Yeah.
acapella frequently.
That's very good.
How about let's lift everyone. How about let us break bread together? We can do that one.
Now, the Lutherans who sing with us say that they always sing this at communion. That's their, when they're walking up to take communion, they're singing, "Let us break bread together," which makes sense.
We've got a bunch of Lutherans, haven't we? Mary's Lutheran, Kathy's Lutheran, David, of course, was, and Dick
The
was.
UCC does it often.
Pardon?
At communion. UCC does it often at communion as well.
Oh, yeah, it certainly sounds like a communion song.
Yeah.
Let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees.
Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Let us drink wine together on our knees. Let us drink wine together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me.
Let us praise. How about
Let us praise God together on our knees. Let us praise God together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me.
Well, now here's an easy one. You can all sing this one, Kumbaya, right? That's kind of, everyone gets along with Kumbaya. And we all sang it at Girl Scout camp or Boy Scout camp or something like that. And so it's an African song after the Kumbaya, as I understand it, means come by me. So we have someone crying, Lord, come by me, someone praying, Lord, someone singing, Lord. Kumbaya. So let's sing Kumbaya together. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya.
Hey, Tom, can you do another harmonica piece?
Another harmonica piece, well. Actually, I had prepared to do, where's my harmonica? Amazing Grace on the harmonica. Give it Amazing Grace on it. What did I do before? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll give you an Amazing Grace on, and then actually we'll come back to when the saints come marching in. That's kind of fun too. Okay, here's an Amazing Grace. That's it. marching in, which is a fun one for us. But we shall not be moved. This is a good civil rights song. We shall not be moved. We're on our way to heaven. We shall not be moved. We're on our way to freedom. We shall not be moved. But this has a refrain, just like a tree standing by the waterside, we shall not be moved. We're on our way to heaven. We shall not be moved. On our way to heaven. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the waterside. We shall not be moved. No, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the waterside. We shall not be moved. Well, we're on that road to freedom. We shall not be moved. We're on that way to freedom. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the waterside. We shall not be moved. We're brothers together. We shall not be moved. We're sisters together. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the waterside. We shall not be moved. No, we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's standing by the waterside. We shall not be moved. I think that's a good song. Now the next one, When the Saints Go Marching In. This has got a little bit of a story to it that goes back to Panama. Our daughter Ann back there in Jerem spent a year in Panama. We were there visiting them on Easter one Sunday. We were in a Catholic church visiting them. Oh, an open-air Catholic church, which was in a tiny little town in Panama. And of course, everything was in Spanish. But at the beginning of the service, they broke out into When the Saints Come Marching In, and in marches the priest and his entire entourage. When the Saints Come Marching In, we sang heartily along with it in English, of course. It was a great service. In the Catholic Church in Panama, all these statues across the front, Jesus and Mary and everybody else, were covered in a black robe. And at the end of the service, they dropped those black robes, and the priest said, "Let the party begin." And there were fireworks inside the church, and they went out on a long parade. It was quite a great parade. Okay, we'll get you going a little bit on When the Saints Go Marching In, and then I'll pick you up and help you along with the harmonica after we get it going a little bit. We have a number of good verses here. Let's see, where's my C? I'll just give you the tune. Okay. Now, we were going to do that. Scott was going to be playing it on the harmonica, and I was going to do a little desk hand or he was going to be playing on the guitar, but we didn't do it. So now we'll just sing When the Saints Go Marching In. And we're going to put it down at 8. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, what a heart to be in number. When the saints go marching in, when the sun begins to shine, oh, when the sun begins to shine, oh, what a heart to be in number. When the sun begins to shine. When the trumpet sounds a call, it sounds a call. Oh, when the trumpet sounds a call, oh, what a heart to be in number. When the trumpet sounds a call. When the revelation comes. When the revelation comes. a wonderful audience for people who stay awake. We're not accustomed.
Oh, yeah, we forgot, we were
We
gonna try
always
to.
We always conclude, you want me to quit? We always conclude with a prayer.
I was going to say, I hope you have one more to close out.
Yeah, we do.
One more.
Please do.
All right.
We always conclude with, when God be with you till we meet again. We say to the people, this is our prayer for you, that God be with you till we meet again, and I think you surely know at least some of this. God be with you till we meet again. My counsels God hold you, with shepherds care and fold you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Holy wings securely hide you. Daily Master guide you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. When life's arrows that confound you, what unfailing arms around you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again. Thank you. Now, I guess the closing message is, as you can see, it isn't difficult to do this. It doesn't take great skill, but it means a lot to people. So when you go visit someone in a nursing home, if you happen to have an instrument of any sort, bring it along with you, or just sing with them. Huh? A hymn book, and the people love to sing, and they don't hear much music in a nursing home, so you can really touch your friends, touch people who could just use a little brightening up by doing what we do, and you don't have to be, you can be better than we are, or you can be as bad as we are, and it's still, it's appreciated. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, this has been a great amount of fun. Thank you. I'm sad that Scott couldn't be here, but I'm sure in spirit he's been here. But But I just want to say again how impressed I am with what he does and what you folks do. Some talent that you have, some skill level, and in retirement, and you're out there making the world a better place. I'm impressed. Thank you. So please join us next week. Leah Kondas from Moms Demand Action is going to lead a conversation about efforts of that organization in gun violence prevention in Minnesota. So that should be very important and a good presentation also. Enjoy the day. Thanks again, you guys.